packed. 3 police officers come in. They handcuff me, read me my rights, and they take me to jail. Okay, this is a story about how my ex-coworker set me up to be fired, arrested, and God knows what else she was trying to do, all within the same setting, and how it came back to bite her in her ass so bad, she probably still can't sit down. So let's get into it. Me and this lady, we're going to call her Sharon. We were working at a local restaurant as servers. Sharon was like 50 at the time, and a very hard 50 at that. And I was like 25. We had been working together for around a year or something like that. And Sharon was that type of woman who was very loud for no reason. And she would talk about people behind their back, and she would smile in their face. Just trying to give y'all an idea of her character. Anyway, y'all, this new person started working there as a cook. We're going to call her KK. KK was around 27. She was a very attractive stud. I don't go that way. No problem with those who do. Telling y'all that for the sake of the story. So Sharon developed a very dangerous crush on KK. She was in KK's face every single day. But the attraction was definitely not mutual, and Sharon had made it up in her sick, jealous mind that the reason that the attraction was not mutual was because KK had a crush on me. And she also thought that me and KK had something going on off the clock, which we didn't. We had never even saw each other off the clock. And the even more interesting part is that KK never even tried to talk to me, y'all. But yeah, that's why I say jealousy is the most dangerous emotion a person can hold. And it is. So anyway, y'all, let's get to the point. One day I go into work and there is a box on the counter, donation box for KK. Basically, what happened was somebody stole KK's credit card out of her car at the job, and they maxed that thing out, baby. They maxed that card out. So the donation box was to help her, get the money back, I guess, to pay it off or whatever. So I was like, damn, I'm sorry, girl. I felt terrible. You know what I'm saying? I felt horrible for her. And y'all, while all of this was going on, very few people knew. But there was an arrow pointed directly at me, and I didn't even know it. So tension was brewing all around me in the days leading up to this. And it's crazy because people knew, including me. So like I was saying, the few people that knew, including managers, all the managers knew and a couple of employees knew. Not one person warned me. Not one person. No one warned me.
I mean, that's just like any active investigation. I don't think you ever gonna get warned until it's too late. Until they got all the proof. Then they gonna be like, hey, that's when they gonna come ask you, because at the end of the day, can you sue somebody for that? Because then everything they do after that, you're gonna be like, oh, it's just discrimination because and this is me coming from a person who actually ran these type of things back in my 9 to 5 days. Yeah, that's what I was doing. So if I was to find out somebody was stealing, I wouldn't go straight to them and say, hey, are you stealing? Somebody said you were stealing. That's how rumors get started. First, we got to make sure she's stealing. Have proof that she's stealing, because I ain't saying nothing to her until I know for sure. But until then, it's like I can understand that part of it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, if anybody would have said anything to you, they would have for sure got fired. Yeah. It's a private investigation for a reason. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have just been like, oh, okay, and then played it cool. I'm pretty sure you would have been like,
what?
You're accusing me?
Yeah, but everybody else knew, so I can understand her frustration. It's like, well, how everybody else knew? Because everybody else is the one involved in the investigation, I'm assuming. They all saying you did it. Yeah. That's how they all knew.
And then with this girl that you're talking about, it's like some people can't handle rejection. They will put anything in their mind to tell them, like, this is why this person doesn't like me. When in actuality, there's just no attraction there. It's okay if you are used to people saying yes and somebody says no. It doesn't have to be an underlying reason like, oh, maybe they just don't swing this way or da-da-da-da-da. Like, people come up with the craziest ideas when in actuality, you're not compatible. And it's okay. It's okay.
And I was going into work every day leading up to this, thinking that everything was okay, with a big smile on my face. And the whole time I had an arrow pointed directly at my back. And they put me in danger, because what if some KK would have spazzed, or anything could have happened to me? Y'all see what I'm talking about? So boom, y'all, it was a Thursday night. I will never forget. I go into work in the middle of my shift. We are slam packed. 3 police officers come in. They handcuff me, read me my rights, and they take me to jail. The whole ride there, I'm like, what is this about? What did I do? What did I do? Because I didn't do anything, right? And I am so dumbfounded. And I will never forget the way that one of my managers looked at me. He looked at me like, you snake. And like, looking back, it gets me mad just thinking about it, because I ain't do nothing, y'all. Nothing. And the fact that they would even think that I would do something like that, you know what I'm saying? That's the part that really messed me up. But anyway, back to the point. We get to the police department. They handcuff me to a chair for 2 hours. 2 hours, baby. 2 hours I was handcuffed to a chair. The whole time I'm like, why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? Would not answer me. The only answer that I got was that a detective or whatever would be there to talk to me, and that he could give me the answers that I needed. So finally, y'all, this said detective gets here. He takes me into this interrogation room, and he asks me everything that I had done that previous Friday. And I'm thinking, and I'm like, I went to work. I start trying to backtrack, and I'm thinking, yeah, I went to work and I dropped my daughter off at her dad. I just get to thinking, and I'm like, and then after I said that, I said, sir, what is this about? He looked at me and he said, 1 second, ma'am. Leaves the room. He comes back in. And at this point, he was like, what is your ethnicity? Which don't really matter, but he asked why he asked for a reason, I guess. And so I told him, and he said, well, you've been accused of stealing one of your coworkers' credit cards, and one of your other coworkers is told that you did it.
So they did all of that. They handcuffed her to the table for a credit card? Did she spend everything on it or something?
Yeah, they said they maxed it out.
But how much was on it? My credit cards don't got that much on it, so I'm assuming this is just overly extra. You know what I'm saying? But maybe it was an unlimited credit card. I don't know. But this is excessive for an allegation, not even proved. What the hell? I'm suing your ass when I'm get out of here. Oh, I'm about to make a big bag.
I would have been more mad about the embarrassment. I don't know if y'all know how drama goes at work, but you about to be the talk for the next month.
I'm suing everything. I don't care. You know, you can sue people for anything, whether it's you gonna win or not. I'm suing. I'm gonna figure out I'm gonna win it, because nah. Bro.
And then why does the ethnicity thing matter? But anyway,
right.
That's wild.
Right. Yeah, it sounded like he was flirting, right? Like, what's that about? What was that about, huh?
Throw off the scent.
What's your ethnicity again? Like, that's like when they describe it like a white woman, like what the hell does it matter? Whatever she look like, they're gonna describe it as a lighter woman, whatever the case. Why do I need to know her exact? Like, come on now, would have known that just seeing a thief run out. Like come on now.
It is so wild that woman was so jealous of her that she said that you were the one that stole it. It's like, was she just trying to get KK? Because she's thinking that KK has a thing for you. So she's like trying to knock you off the board completely. Or she just has something against you. There's vendetta against you that you don't know. And a lot of people feel this way about attractive people. They just don't like them because they're attractive. So they try to find anything wrong with them when actually, it's okay that they're likable. Like, I don't understand this jealousy. Just be friends with them. What they say, if you can't beat them, join them. But to go to this extent, you just said... Go to jail.
Yeah, wow. Doing a little too much for this little card. God damn.
So y'all, he said that one of my coworkers had claimed that she saw me pull into work that previous Friday. She saw me get out of my car. She saw me go into KK's car, and she saw me steal KK's credit card. And then she saw me proceed to walk into work. Not only did she see me do all of this with her own 2 eyes, I bragged about it to her too, y'all. At this point, I was just like, pinch me, I gotta be dreaming. And I was like, my mind was racing. And I was like, who hates me this bad to have gone this low? You know what I'm saying? Gone this low to try to destroy me, basically. Like, yeah. But they would not tell me who did it. They wouldn't tell me who made the claims. However, after he told me why I was there, he proceeded to say word for word, ma'am, I am so sorry. I'm going to call your job, tell them what happened, what we now know. And yeah, words can't express how sorry we are. We got the wrong person, whatever. I'm free to go.
Nah, keep that sorry, buddy. We see you in court. Nah, see, that's when you know they suable. When they start doing that, we so sorry. We did not mean to over exaggerate this situation. We should have probably did some investigate. Nah.
What do they
See
now
your
know?
ass Monday, fuck boy.
Do they now know that her ethnicity knocks her off the board? Like, y'all couldn't tell when you got there that was not the ethnicity of the person they was looking for?
I'm already seeing that whoever stole it was the one who lied and reported it. Like,
but to say that I seen her steal it, okay, that's one thing. But to go and say she was bragging about it,
sound like accomplice.
And then why doesn't your job have cameras in the parking lot? That don't even need to be a place you're working at. First and foremost.
Yeah. I'm sue them.
Call my ride, come pick me up. I'm still like in shock, disbelief, mind racing, wondering who did this to me. Anyway, y'all, obviously because of it being a felony and it being as serious as what it was, after the claims were made and after they whatever they did, they went and retrieved video footage from one of the places where the person used the credit card. Duh. I guess the person didn't think that deep. You know what I'm saying? But out of one of the places they went, it was some gas station. And they had very clear footage of this person. And I just want y'all to guess who it was on that video footage using KK's card. Guess who it was? It was Sharon, y'all. It was Sharon using KK's card. Yeah, Sharon. So this is part 2 of the time that my ex-coworker set me up to get fired and arrested and to try to destroy me. So yeah, anyway, let's get to it. So after I got out of jail that night, I had my ride take me back up to work, not to clock in, but to make a very loud announcement in the kitchen. I ain't still an MFing thing in this B. Y'all got me effed up, just made that very loud and clear.
I just want to say this. This is exactly what I just said earlier. This is exactly why they didn't tell you when they assumed that you was the one who did it. This is exactly why. I tell you, man, I'm just speaking from experience, man. Don't do it. Just do the investigation. I wish the police would have did that.
Dang, she ain't wasting no time. She ain't go shower.
She said, I didn't even clock in. Just went there just to make a statement. You're fired, but it's okay. Thank you for the statement. Because it was me. You're fired, but thank you for the statement. You ain't even on the clock. That's illegal. What the hell you doing about... I'm just saying. That's just the GM in me, man. I'm sorry.
I heard one coworker say to another, I told you she ain't steal that girl's card. I told you, old girl ain't do it, bruh. So they all in there just having a debate about y'all. Anyway, I end up going into the office and the management that was there, the same one that looked at me like that before, whatever. He told me I still had my job. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-doo. Never got an apology though. Never. But he told me I still had my job, so I end up going back in the next day. Had I had this happen to me now, I would never go back. I would have never gone back. But bills don't stop, y'all. I had mouths to feed, bills to pay. So yeah, I go back to work the next day. Guess who was there? Sharon. She worked day shift. Y'all have to remember this very important part. I told y'all in the last video, I skipped ahead a little bit, and I told y'all it was Sharon in the video. It was, but we did not know that. We just had a description. Remember the cop was asking me my ethnicity and all that type of shit? Yeah. But Sharon was a very skinny, brown skinned lady, and she had in a really long Like, I don't know if it was a wig. I don't know at the time, but that is the description they had. I'm thick as hell. Me and her look nothing alike. Nothing. But, yeah. Anyway, so that's all they had at the time was a description of this person. They did not know that it was her yet. When Sharon saw me, she literally looked like she had saw a ghost. And I didn't know it was her that had set me up yet. I didn't know. And she was like, "Oh, girl, I heard what happened." She was like, "That's so effed up. I can't believe that happened to you." Just going on and on, y'all, being fake as hell. And she was like, "That was probably one of KK's hoes that stole her card. And she probably lying. I think she lying anyway, just trying to get money." She's saying all, y'all. She is so manipulative, so fake. But enough about that, her. About 2 days later, I go into work, day shift, and Sharon was not there, which was weird because she always worked day shift. And at this point, I still did not know what was going on. I still did not know who had set me up. But anyway, one of my coworkers came up to me that day. Mind y'all, Sharon had been there for years before I was even thought of. So her not being there was a huge red flag. Anyway, one of my coworkers came up to me, and this was like a really sweet girl that if she said something, I'm going to listen to it because she's not messy. And she said to me, she was like, "I just want to apologize to you because she knew everything that was going on. Sharon had told her the same thing that she told management. She told her the same thing that she told KK, the same thing that the police was told. So she knew what was going on the whole entire time. She was one of the very few coworkers that knew that I had that arrow pointed at my back." And she was like, "I just want to say I'm sorry. Like she didn't know that Sharon had made all up. She thought she had really saw me do it." Like, I mean, who does that? You know what I'm saying? Who does that? That took some balls. You know what I'm saying? That took some balls to do. But anyway, y'all, Sharon wasn't there because she got fired. They ended up finding out that was her on the footage. They ended up.
Now y'all gonna have to come into the job and do what you did to me. Why did the other girl get the courage? Why did she get the decency of being arrested outside the job? That's all I want to know.
Where that officer at? Tell him to come back. He just must want to holler at you. I'm telling you, because it don't even make sense. Why are we worrying about what your ethnicity is? Because at the end of the day, it's like it's a size difference. Like it's a skin tone difference.
And then how you arresting somebody not even knowing who you looking for? So this is a description, but we just gonna go get this person. You didn't like okay.
Yeah, crazy.
Find out. So the very hole that she dug for me, she fell into. Read your Bible, girl. Anyway, to this day, y'all, I have not saw that lady. I tried to meet up with her, and all the talking that she did about people, she did not want no smoke. Scary as hell, very much so. But yeah, I ended up going to see a lawyer because I talked to someone and they let me know that I had a lawsuit. So like I was saying, y'all,
I promise you, it was not me she spoke to. I just made the suggestion. I feel like this. I ain't a lawyer, so don't ask me. I'm just saying, I'm gonna start suing motherfuckers myself because I be feeling the same way. If you start coming for me, I'm suing you. I ain't no more fighting, ain't no more arguing, ain't no more threats. I'm suing y'all. Y'all better have some money. I'm telling you right now. Defamation of character, emotional distress, whatever y'all can think of. I'm paying a lawyer. We're coming for you.
I ended up going and getting a lawyer after I spoke to a judge. He was like, "This is not okay, what they did to you." He was like, "You have a lawsuit." He was infuriated by the way that the police handled the whole situation, by them arresting me at work based off of what this one person's account, whatever. So I didn't waste any time. I made an appointment with a lawyer that next day. I ended up going in. I told the lawyer every single thing that happened, and he was like, oh yeah. He was like, you have a lawsuit. And he gave me like this paper, and he told me to put everything on there, start to finish, everything that happened for my account. So that's what I did. I ended up leaving, and I did not hear from my lawyer for like a month and a half. And I tried calling him several times to get updates. But he ended up calling me like a month and a half later, and he told me that he does not know what that judge was talking about, but we do not have enough to go any further with this case. And he dropped it, and he advised me heavily, with emphasis, he advised me to leave it alone. And I really think that obviously something happened behind closed doors to make him not want to touch that case. Obviously, he didn't want to go against the police department. I don't know, y'all. So legally, nothing became of it. Legally, nothing came of this situation. But as far as old girl, she fell in the very hole that she tried to dig for me, you know? And that's that.
Weak ass lawyer. Weak ass, scary ass lawyer. You should have went to go get another opinion. Scary ass lawyer.
Definitely. That lawyer probably
Fuck
was,
you, mean I got
that
a
lawyer was probably doing
make
some
a
dirt,
case.
and the police said, "Yeah, you mentioned us. We got some dirt on you, buddy."
You gonna make a case with me? What you talking about, boy? I'm gonna find another one. There ain't no way you just embarrass me like that. You talking about ain't no case in this? I mean, I guess it ain't. I don't know, but we gonna try for it. We gonna shoot for it. We gonna get some more opinions. I don't know. We got any lawyers out there? Anybody studying law? Ain't no case in this. This ain't no. I mean, I know it's a petty case. Don't get me wrong. I know it's a petty
Unlawfully
case.
arrest, maybe.
But is it not a case in this? Why not? Motherfuckers be suing people for this dumb shit. Think about it. Like some of the dumb shit you can sue somebody for we didn't heard of. It has happened. Colors and everything. Like, come on, the way words. Like, come on now. You take a word that somebody say all the time, they want to sue you for it. And sometimes they win for some reason. And you don't got a case there? Okay. Yeah, you should probably got a second opinion. I ain't gonna lie. You talked to one dude.
Yeah, definitely could have found somebody else. He definitely was eager when you first presented him with the case. So
Rookie ass.
it's giving, yeah, they had some dirt on him. But
He a rookie.
I apologize that you had to go through this. That is so embarrassing. But I'm glad that they found the culprit and that she was arrested. And yes, jealousy is the devil. People will go through all means to knock you off any way they can to get you out their way.
Yeah, you was getting too much attention in the workplace. She had to get you the hell up out of
She
there.
said you taking all the tips.
They coming in requesting her table. They don't want their table no more.
Everybody that agreed with her, they was thinking the same thing. So hey,
Cheryl thieving ass. That's why nobody wants Cheryl. Cheryl probably the type who be rigging up people food and acting like they got refunds and taking the refund money. I'm telling you, I ran into these type of employees. They'll take cash and be like, we'll give them cash for the receipt. They receive the cash, go to the register, and literally take food off, read it, but keep the whole cash in hand. Like, I'm telling you, bro, I be knowing some stuff. That's why you gotta watch who you hire and watch who you be around in these workplaces because they gonna get you in some hot fire, man. But that's all I got on that. What you got anything else you want to say about this?
If you guys want to follow this creator, she told a great story. Thank you for being very transparent. And, tell your truth. I would want to tell the world, too. If everybody just see me get arrested, y'all better know what happened to me for real. Because
Right.
everybody that was eating there,
I'm gonna make some money off this.
Everybody that was working there probably don't know the whole truth. But this just set it straight. Clear your name. Whatever you got to do, tell your story.
Yeah.
Cheryl wrong. But anyway, if you have ever been through a situation like this where you've been lied on or even unlawfully arrested, let us know down below. You can also find this creator link down below. Check out our Patreon, and thank you guys for watching.
Peace out.